People are biohacking Ozempic and ketamine amongst other drugs, and this is raising all new questions of risks and benefits, especially in the context of telehealth. If you like this type of content, please like, subscribe, share. It really helps the channel. So biohacking was once a niche interest for tech enthusiasts, but it's now mainstream and it's fueled by the promise of enhancing human performance, health, and longevity. It manipulates diet and sleep patterns to use pharmaceuticals and unregulated substances to actually optimize the human body. But it's not without significant risks, especially when it involves prescription medications like Ozempic or off-label ketamine, which is administered outside traditional medical settings. Recent reports have highlighted the growing number of individuals turning to telehealth services and online platforms. They're hoping to obtain prescriptions for medications traditionally used to treat medical conditions like, for example, diabetes. Ozempic was originally developed to treat diabetes, but it's gaining as a weight loss aid, and it's helping address the surge in demand for off-label uses. Similarly, ketamine is an anesthetic, which was actually approved for use in certain psychiatric conditions. It's now being marketed and used without the appropriate medical oversight. Now, this is especially concerning because you have a situation where ketamine is actually a controlled substance. You have to be careful. However, this unregulated access to powerful drugs poses a severe risk to patients and includes adverse effects, misuse, and the potential for addiction. For physicians, this risk of biohacking is a complex challenge. As more patients seek out these hacks to improve their health, doctors are being placed in more difficult situations. Should I prescribe these medications or should I not do that? And the concern is the risks. Obviously, telehealth has further complicated this issue as physicians can prescribe these drugs without actually overseeing and physically examining your patients. Now remember, this actually depends on every individual state. Some states require that you actually physically examine the patients. Some states don't actually have that requirement. So you need to look at your specific state. It is concerning because the adequacy of patient assessment and informed consent becomes a concern. And again, the actual legal risks for physicians is substantial. Without a thorough patient evaluation or concerns or considerations of off-label uses, doctors may be facing significant liability, including malpractice claims and regulatory scrutiny. This burgeoning popularity of telehealth actually complicates the risks since patients cannot and potentially may not understand the full risks of the drugs that they're being prescribed without the appropriate oversight. So you need to make sure that that appropriate oversight is being provided. In recent cases, there has been a growing tension between patient autonomy and the physicians to do no harm. Physicians need to be aware relating to these issues, and telehealth concerns become a concern that you have to consider.
This is the DarshanTalks podcast.